Trevor Etienne. Now, no, I did not say Travis Etienne. He plays for the Jaguars. That's his brother. They liked having a child so much they had another one. Crazy thought.
We have parents do that.
Yeah, I know it's crazy. So played at Georgia last year, 20 years old, so very, very young. 5'9", 205 pounds from Jennings, Louisiana. Started his career at Florida, 719 yards and 6 touchdowns as a freshman in 22. Was part of the SEC All Freshman team. 23, 753 yards, 8 touchdowns. At Georgia this past year, 122 carries, 5 yards per carry average, but only 609 yards because of the low carry count. 32 catches, 194 yards, 82.5 PFF grade. He's another guy that really never got a season where you saw a ton of carries there. So it does bring up some questions, but I mean, good vision overall, quick, tough runner, tougher than his size would suggest. Again, 205 is not exactly a bruising big back there. Very bad at pass protection. That's one thing, again, we talked about. A lot of rookies come in very bad at that, but that's going to need some work there. I think the biggest concern for me, I don't know if this would scare you off or not, Rob, but his durability. He's never carried more than 130 times in college. That would make me very hesitant to draft a guy like that and say, you know what, he's going to be my starter. As part of a system, sure, but I don't know if I trust a starter that never did that in college.
Yeah, you have to just besides his health issues, reliability. Does he have the wisdom? So some of these other guys coming up, there's a lot too. I don't know. Talk about is he going to get hurt if you put him in there that much?
Yeah. Well, the wisdom thing you said is great too. I mean, because look at the playing time. You learn by doing things. Is he still more raw than even your average 20-year-old? Which is crazy that he's 20 years old coming out in the draft that we drafted 25, 26-year-olds the last couple of years. But, I feel like
COVID.
This is the guy that you're getting young. You're getting him raw. You want to see if you can develop him because you see potential in things he's done at Florida and Georgia. And, you have to take some time. You are going to need probably a good mentor for him, I feel like, too. I feel like this is a good guy for somebody who has a good, a role model kind of player. I know we talked about Derrick Henry a couple of times during the show because, again, he's one of the best running backs in this league when you're doing comparisons. And I'm not going to compare Etienne to Henry, but I think Henry would be a great role model for him. You could put Etienne as a second running back kind of guy, a good change of pace to what Henry does because he's a speed guy. Give him a chance to kind of learn the ropes, so to speak, there. And then, obviously, let's be honest, I know we don't like to say these things sometimes because Derrick Henry has proven people wrong before, but he's 31 years old, guys. How much longer does he really have? And Etienne could step in the next year or two at that point and take back over. But the part of the reason he's a mentor is he's made some bad decisions. He got arrested for a DUI and reckless driving in March last year. So that's, again, not this past March that we're in right now, this current March, I should say, but last year. So in 24, that's a sign of bad decision making, especially because that means he was 19 years old at that point. I like to say in the show all the time when these kids get in trouble that I did a lot of stupid things when I was younger, and I admit that freely. That is one thing I did not do, and I don't take too kindly to people doing. But 19, we all make mistakes. I'm not trying to say this kid's a bad kid or whatever, but he obviously needs a positive role model. And I think putting him in with a solid veteran is not the worst thing in the world you could do. Maybe even in a place like Minnesota with Aaron Jones be a good spot for him too. That kind of spot to put him with a power back that's getting a little up there age-wise, and he can be a change of pace too. I think that'd be the good spot for him there. But I got him as an early day 3 pick, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I feel like he's probably going to be more of a mid third round, drop a little bit. Just because, size, but yeah.
Well, I'm not saying third round. I'm saying day 3 even, I'm thinking.
That's right.
4th round and onward he's going to go, I think. I think people are going to be scared off by the fact that they've never seen him be a lead back. They're going to see the potential, but not being a lead back is a scary thing when you're talking about a running back in a running back class loaded up with guys who have been lead backs.
Yeah.
So We'll see. We'll see what happens there. It's just one of those guys that I feel like it's a crapshoot pick. He could be great. He could be horrible. He could be average. Nothing would shock me.
There's just not enough film on him to actually get good knowledge of who he is.
Not steady film. That's for sure.
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.